Howdy folks, Jeff here at Back to Country. Thanks for stopping by the channel today and checking out our latest video. If you're new to the channel, my wife and I are building a homestead literally from the ground up. And we're doing it without any experience or know-how. You could say we're learning a lot as we go. Anyway, it's good for entertainment, motivation, and if you're thinking of doing the same, hopefully there's some lessons learned we pass along. Our latest video covers a trip we had to make. So we've been building this big metal building behind me, and you can see there's no doors on it, just big openings. So we had to special order some 14 by 14 foot sectional doors with insulated cores, because we're trying to make our building efficient. So we had a hard time finding doors, and we ended up finally special ordering them from a hardware store called Menards. It's commonly up north, and the closest Menards to Texas, or to this part of Texas, is Hollister, Missouri, which is just south of Branson there. So we had to make a trip all the way from northeast Texas up through Arkansas and up into Missouri. Of course, Lorena and I don't go anywhere without our trusty K9 whiskey, and rather than paying a fortune and trying to make a hotel work, we decided that we'd add in a little camping trip along the way, and we thought, you know what better way to get to explore a little bit of the Ozarks. So we went to the Ozark St. Francis National Forest, and there's a whole bunch of little national parks in there. We picked one called Camp Ozone, and it was regular rate is $3 a day to camp there. Of course, we've got a pass, so we paid $1.50 a day for camping, so you can't really beat that. And it was a great opportunity to get out into the outdoors. And we also got to hike a little bit of the Ozark Highlands trail. That's a 218-mile trail through the Ozarks, and we'll show you some of that. Anyway, we'll show you some of that trip, and hope you enjoy the video. So we are in the Ozark St. Francis National Forest. And this is Camp Ozone. Apparently back during the Great Depression, a lot of folks worked for the Conservation Corps, and this was one of their camps. And we drove through some beautiful roads to get up here. It's kind of up in the mountains a little bit, I guess. I don't know what the elevation is here, but I know we climbed a bit to get up here. And we've got camp all set up. Had dinner. And now we're just taking a little walk. Taking whiskey for a little walk. And enjoying a little bit of nature. Figured I'd bring you all along just for a little bit. Always love it out in the woods. Here's a little bit of info about Camp Ozone. You can kind of maybe freeze it and see that map. There was a kitchen, mess hall, supply storage, unidentified building foundation, incinerator, main street, barracks, latrine, showers, flower bed, infirmary, another unidentified building, library, education building, recreation hall, officers' quarters, fish pond, concrete steps, bulletin board, flagpole base, gas pump, garage, vehicle oil changing area, machine shop, walking bridge, and Forest Service office. And this camp was originally built in 1935 by the Conservation Corps Company number 1708. The construction included this structure, the camp bulletin board. Cool. Although Camp Ozone had a monthly newspaper, enrollees could gather the latest camp news at the bulletin board.
Today's menu, look, today's menu, breakfast, biscuits and gravy.
This was an example.
Oatmeal and coffee, dinner, biscuits, fried chicken, sweet potatoes, green beans, chocolate cake, coffee, and supper, biscuits with ham, soup, oatmeal cookies, and coffee. Classes. Advanced cooking workshop, huh? For the men? Advanced stoneworking, baking 101, carpentry and woodworking, composition, dam building, ice house management, intermediate
auto mechanics, introduction to forestry, journalism, math, penmanship, typing, wildland firefighting. So they taught classes. They obviously ate food.
The activities.
For breakfast they had biscuits and gravy, and for dinner there was biscuits and ham. That's funny.
Yeah, and for
lunch, biscuits
and
also.
For the 3 meals they had biscuits.
Biscuits with every meal.
To fill them up.
Well, that was during the Great Depression, they said, so. And then there's a prayer. Y'all can read that if you like. It's pretty long. But I think it's meant to be humorous. Alright, so we just walked through the old camp. Interesting piece of history. Unfortunately, not a lot of it left. Just some concrete foundations and an occasional cornerstone or something. So you kind of just got to rely on reading a bunch of signs and stuff that they put up to kind of explain. But cool, back before our government was so corrupt and horrible, when they actually cared about the nation and used the government to try to take care of people, the Conservation Corps existed to try to rebuild young men after the Great Depression. And it talked about the kitchen, how in the kitchen they learned to cook and to butcher animals and all kind of great skills, so that when they left the Conservation Corps, they would actually return home with a marketable skill. And it's said that most men in their first, how long before they gained that 12 to 18 pounds? Was it the first months?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it said in the first few months that they typically gained 12 to 18 pounds just because they were eating better.
No, 10 to 12.
10 to 12 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
10 to 12 pounds first month, maybe, I don't know. But the point is that, you know, they were coming through the Great Depression and maybe not eating so well. A lot of them were malnourished or undernourished, and came to the Conservation Corps, where the government actually helped them. Put them to work, yes. I mean, they did forestry jobs, firefighting, you know, all kinds of different tasks here at the camp. But there were classes to teach them skills, and their jobs they learned skills. And the intent was that they would leave the Conservation Corps not just in healthier in body, spirit, and mind, but also with a marketable skill to take back home and to help rebuild America. So, I don't know, that's pretty cool to me. Wish our government was more like that today, where they actually gave a hoot about people instead of just chasing their own greed. But, yeah, that's a different topic. So one of the cool things about this campground is that it's right next to the Ozone trailhead as part of the Ozarks Highland Trail. So the Ozarks Highland Trail is a 218-mile trail through North Arkansas. It starts at Lake Fort Smith, goes all the way winding through the Ozarks, and finishes off at the Buffalo National River. 218 miles. So this is one section of it. It goes through the campground, and then you cross the road, and here's the Ozone trailhead. So we're gonna hike some of the trail, check it out, and see what's out there, I guess. So if you wanted to maybe do a warm-up to hiking the Appalachian Trail, this trail is only 218 miles total, so maybe a good warm-up trail. Or if you've already hiked the Appalachian and just want a short weekend hike, you know, 218 miles. If you've hiked the Appalachian Trail, you could probably do that in a weekend, right?
I want to make notice of something real sad that we just found here. This is the beginning of the trail, and look what we found. It is so sad and sickening to see people dumping their trash here in a national forest. That is so sad.
Yep, across the road somebody just dumped a couple couches out there. Scumbags. And of course, if you look on the ground here, you know, here's some sad things to see. People dumping masks. First off, why the hell would you need a mask out here anyway? I guarantee you ain't gonna catch COVID out on the trail, or anything else probably for that matter. Just craziness. Anyway, sad.
Hello everyone, this is a beautiful morning. We are about to start hiking. Here we go. Come on, Whiskey, let's go.
Okay, we're hiking the Ozark Highlands Trail. We won't be doing the full 218 miles of it, but we're just heading down into the woods, checking it out.
Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. This coming down here. Let's see. Take a picture. Oh, yes. Moss. You're good. Good boy. Good boy. Oh my gosh. That's a stick.
The trail seems to be fairly well established. There are markers, and so far it seems fairly obvious where the trail is. But honestly, it doesn't seem highly traveled. They do have a book where you sign in on the trail, and we checked it out. There was a few people up here a couple days ago, and then before that it was about a month ago, so don't think it's a highly traveled trail, or it may just be the times. Folks are busy trying to make a living rather than being able to take time out to go hike trails. Who knows?
We got spider web. Be careful, there's a big spider web there. There is a lot of mosquitoes. It looks like when it rains a lot, you know, the water comes down here. Whiskey, be careful here. Up. Be careful, be careful. Up, up, up,
A
up.
nice little dry
up,
creek
up,
here.
Up, no, up here.
You can see where it'd create a little waterfall over there.
This way, this way, this way.
Run down the hill, some pretty ferns. And the water would run on down and around into a creek at the bottom. Pretty cool looking.
Hold on. I saw this. I guess he got tired. He found a spot.
Like the Lion King.
On top of the plateau. Are you the Lion King whiskey? Hmm? I like this place. Oh! Wow! Hold on, the trail goes to the bottom. Come here. This is gonna be challenging. Okay, let me grab whiskey like from his. I know. Hold on, just hold him a little bit. Let me take a picture here. It was like that. Okay, that's starting to change colors over there to the right. Only that one.
Okay, so we made it to the very bottom of the valley, and the trail seems to just go up the other side, but here's a nice little stream through here, just trickling along.
Okay.
And there's the panting whiskey, the beautiful Lorena. And down here it's running, but the water like dries out.
Yeah, it does over
So
here.
it must like soak into the ground here and run underground.
Wow.
Maybe under that rock or something, because it doesn't go beyond. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. It's soaked
I
in.
imagine after a good rain this flows, but
Come on,
when it's just trickling, it
down.
runs down and
Be careful.
goes back into the
Be
earth.
careful, be careful, be careful.
Very
be
cool.
careful.
And here's the trail heading back up.
Let me take a picture of that. Hold on.
Alright, so here the trail comes out onto a dirt road. We just saw several side-by-side four-wheelers go by. So this appears to be some sort of backwoods ATV trail. Have no idea where it goes, but the trail we're on crosses the road, and then you can see here that this trail is also probably side-by-sides run through here, maybe even vehicles, small, off-road. But it's wide enough for a vehicle, and the tracks suggest that vehicles do drive here. Of course, there's the symbol for the hiking trail, and the spider web shows that nobody's been through here, at least today. So I guess the hiking on this part of the trail is fairly easy. Definitely, if you live around these parts, you'd want some off-road vehicles. Here's tire tracks, so definitely vehicles come through here. So when you cross the road going the other direction, there was a sign that said, hiker trail, vehicles and horses prohibited. So on this part of the trail, I guess those kinds of things are allowed. So I have no idea again where we're going. We're just following the trail. It looks like we're coming down. Maybe there's even a stream or something up here. Hard to say. A lot of rock I see up ahead, it looks like. And luckily there's a trail marker there on the tree telling us we're going the right direction. Have no idea how many miles or anything we've hiked thus far. And here's a nice little stream. So this is pretty cool.
Oh, the little creek.
And so it looks like the trail continues possibly over there.
Sit.
Kind of hard to tell because I don't see any markers down here. So, oh, this would be easy to come down here and get lost on this section. Because, like I say, there was a marker that brought us to this point, but gonna have to look around to find another marker to know which way we go to continue on.
I'm thinking that's the...
Alright, we made it all the way back to the trailhead. The waterway that we had reached there at the end was the Mulberry River. And
I believe we walked there and back 2.6 miles or so.
yeah, we think it was about a 2.6 mile.
Hike.
Easier on the way out because it was mostly downhill, all uphill on the way back. And of course the temperature's gone up a bit, so a little bit sweaty, but other than that, it was a good hike.
It was a good hike. Whiskey is exhausted. He's
Yeah.
ready to go and take a nap. As you can see, my whiskey.
Yeah,
Whiskey, wake up.
he plops down
You
at
ready?
every stop. So we're gonna go back to camp now and make some lunch. As always, folks, we appreciate you stopping by and watching our videos, and of course we love your comments and motivation you give us through your support. So till we meet again, God bless, take care, we'll see you on the next one.